What's going on, buddy boyos? We are live. Welcome to Wednesday night WINsel, where we do nothing in this stream but fucking talk shit, right? So yeah, we're here. Starting a little bit early today. I normally don't do Wednesday night WINsel this early, but I figured why not? Give people something to watch later on tonight, I suppose. So yeah, we're gonna have a little stream today, a little early today. So yeah, let's do our thing. Start the music. See how many people we get in here, and let's get started. All right, here's the music. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I think we got one viewer so far. 2 viewers now. We got Fat Autistic Cow. We got M. Rios in the chat. Oh, man. Intel Akumbar. We are live. What's up, M. Rios? What's up, buddy? Count of Woodland. What's up, buddy? I am currently playing CSGO. All right. I'm going to listen in the background. All right, that's based, dude. Based. Good shit. Make sure the music's not too loud. Put that down a little bit. Yeah, put that down a little bit. All right. Oh, man. Golly, that last stream got a lot of people really do not like Saffron Pill, dude. And I didn't want to bring it up, but I got to bring it up. People don't like Saffron Pill at all. Jesus, like, people are like, yeah, he talks too much. Well, I'm like, shit. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't want to kick off the show. He's a cool guy, but you know, people are like revolting. It's like, no more Saffron Pill, dude. He talks too much. It's like, I don't know. So I guess I got to be more of assertive, I suppose, and rein people in. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I guess I got to rein people in, I suppose, on the stream. But my whole mantra has always been just let people talk and figure it out at the end, right? So, holy shit, it actually gave me the notification. Yeah, okay. What's up, Finleo? What's up, buddy? And Saffron Cell is a bit much. Oh, well. Over for Curry Cell. Oh, man. Yeah, you got to be more alpha in your stream. Just be alpha, bro. Even the black pills don't want them. Holy shit. That's pretty rough. Got to hold frame. Yeah. Random stream. Yeah. We're doing it, dude. It's a random stream for fucking WINsel, my dude. It's just that the IT topics are boring as fuck. He's fine when you are in it and manning the direction of the conversation. Yeah, I definitely got to do better controlling the conversation because, like, yeah, I just like the free flowing conversation where we kind of go anywhere and everywhere, and you know the IT stuff comes up and it's real. I think it's really informative and useful for a lot of people in the sphere to, you know, especially the people who are younger, to know like, hey, like, what are my job opportunities like? What are my job prospects like, and stuff like that, and what. You know, IT really is like one of the few, not one of the few, but it's like, you know, a STEM field is one of the few fields that actually still pay a lot of money. So I think it's definitely something worth talking about for sure. You know, yeah, I don't want to completely like ban topics from the stream because that's not the point of the stream. It's meant to be like a, you know, some random discussion weekend chat, right? So you talk about anything, I suppose. You know, we kind of go anywhere and everywhere, I suppose. So it kind of works out in the end. It's a weird format because like most people have topics for their live streams, and I'm sort of just like, yeah, we'll just stream and see what people say. So, oh man, so fucking yeah. I got off work like about an hour ago, so that's why I'm streaming right now. I'm kind of bored. It will be an IT cell in the future, or I will be an IT cell in the future. I am grateful for the information. Yeah. It's definitely good. It's good information for sure. I don't know a lot about IT. You know how the job market works for IT, so I can't really give any real guidance on that shit. But the best I can do is give guidance on accounting. But I don't think anyone wants to do accounting. so who knows? Bored, so let's record. All right, dude. We got 8 viewers in the house. We're probably not going to get a lot of people around this time though, because most people are still at work and shit. So it's gonna be kind of a dead stream. But who knows? Maybe people will show up. Maybe they'll show up at work or show up when they're at work, listen on their phone. Yeah, I've been watching I've been looking at some of the news articles. I think this morning there was some sort of like glitch or some shit or hack. Who fucking knows? In the FAA, and they basically had to like ground all the flights in America. It was fucking insane. So that happened, and then I guess in Ukraine, I guess the Russians are winning some like big town or some small salt mining town, but apparently I guess it holds some strategic significance, I suppose. So it's a pretty big loss for Ukraine, I guess. But yeah, I haven't really been following much of the news really. I've kind of been taking like a news detox. Like I don't like seek out news anymore. I kind of see stuff and go from there. But it's so hard to avoid the news nowadays because it's everywhere. Like it's on your phone, it's on your computer because you put it everywhere now. It's kind of hard to avoid it. But I don't like seek out like the news like I used to, where it's like I'm gonna be like an informed citizen. Kind of way I view it is like, what the fuck's the point? like like who gives a shit? Saffron pilled. Oh man. WINsel. Yeah, what genitals clutch base name, dude. Nobody cares about Ukraine. Yeah, at the end of the day, nobody really does, except for the fucking the American government apparently does because they keep sending cash over there. But yeah, did you see all the planes got? Yeah, I talked about that earlier. I literally just talked about that like a second ago or a few minutes ago. So yeah, I saw all the planes got grounded. So yeah, man. Yeah. Oh man, second week of the year, and this is what we got, right? Doing the best we can every fucking year, every fucking day, right? I don't know. I'm just getting I'm getting tired of like I really am like I don't know. I'm just like tired. Yeah, I look at like the world and I look at it and I'd sort of just like wince, like just like cringe at it. Cause I'm like, damn, like the fuck happened from like 60, 70 years ago to fucking now, dog. It doesn't even take that much time to fucking to destroy an entire a generation of people. All it takes is like a little bit of propaganda, a little bit of facts, quote unquote facts, in big air quotes there to influence the public to believe anything, dude. I mean, it's crazy. Fucking insane. Like people will fall for anything, dude. Like I don't know, people will fall for fucking anything. I don't like to fill my head with useless information. Yeah, that's probably part of it too. I just don't like the news is so fucking like sensationalist as well. Like they'll hype anything up and it's like, oh, this is a big story because that's sort of their job, obviously. Because like they're basically run on ratings, obviously. So like the more drama, the more blood, sweat, and tears on the fucking field at the end of the day, or on the on the TV, the more views they get. That's why CNN and MSNBC and all the liberal media had a huge jump when Trump showed up because like Trump was like exciting and he was controversial and he was mean spirited and he said a bunch of mean shit. But I don't know. People that at the end of the day, that's how the media works, and they're really just designed to make you feel like shit. At the end of the day, like yeah, FAA. That's why I don't tune into Geopol. How's the East Coast? I'm fine. Man, ain't shit going on over here, dude. Exactly. I don't care if the world burns. I care about my surroundings. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Like, you really need to know about what's going on in fucking, I don't know, Bangladesh or some shit. Who fucking knows? Like, who gives a shit? Like, he really cares. 90% of the news are blackpilling and pissing me off. It's not even like, is it blackpilling or is this for me? It's just boring. Like, I'm like, man, this is all like, I don't know. It's like, okay, like someone got shot down the street. Someone was robbed over here. Like, I guess it's good to know. I guess, and my community is full of shit, but. Other than that, though, it's like, who gives a shit? I don't know. Guys like Shift are always nice on the panel. He doesn't spurg out like the A-Boyo and Saffron. Drolix and Jack are just absolute goats. Yeah, they've been here for a long time. They're like my two, like my wingmen effectively at the end of the day. Like, they really do fill in a lot of my time, and they really have a really good quips and perspective on a lot of things, which I like having them on. They're always invited, really. So, getting heavy rain on the West Coast. Yeah, they're getting wrecked over there from what I can see. So they're sending tanks to Ukraine from all over. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this war's fucking insane, dude. Like, it's all so tiresome, dude. Yeah, I've done that one. That's a meme, right? That's one of the memes from that. What's that guy? The Asian guy. It's also tiresome. Second week of the year, my lay count is 0. Got to get at least double that before the end of the year. Oh man, good luck. Good luck, buddy. Oh wait, 0. Wait, huh? Even the early 2000s until now. Yeah. Like it didn't even take that long for like the creeping fucking weird shit to fucking show up. Like even like 10 years ago, it wasn't this bad. I don't know. Like I guess things just get progressively worse as you get more decadent, I suppose. So like it was a slow creep towards like, oh, this is the new policy now. All the women are gonna be, I don't know. It's just crazy, dude. It's fucking insanity. Time for some midweek copium. What's up, Drow? What's up, buddy? Technology is hugely to blame also. Yeah, a lot of it is. Who fact checks the fact checkers? Yeah, who does that? Yeah. And like one thing I'm starting to realize is that like so much of science, like that's like a huge people don't know this a lot because people don't do any real research in reality, obviously. But there's a huge replication crisis in science right now, like in science in general, actually. To create like most science experiments, like most of these studies we see are like a one-off study that no one can ever replicate again. This was a huge issue in social sciences, but it's actually a huge issue with science in general. Actually, a lot of experiments are like one-off experiments that someone did, and then you'll see a big article pop up about it saying, "Oh, science says," or "fact." Oh, this is a fact now, and it's like, is this really a fact though? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, like at the end of the day, a lot of studies are paid for, and then you. I mean, as Dralik said, like you gotta follow the fucking money, as he always says. You follow the money. Like, who's paying for these studies? What was the point of the study? And is the study biased in some way? Is the study just going for a conclusion that the person paid for? Like, and then the reality is that you have to remember that facts are not the truth. There is a huge difference between a factoid about something and the truth of the matter, the real truth. You can have a fact about something, but that might not be the full truth, right? Like, I don't have an example. In reality, that like this intuitively somewhat. Like someone can have a fact here, and I can say, well, that's not really the truth though. Like it's really the matter of like the whole bunch of facts that come together to make the truth up. But even if you have a bunch of facts, you still don't really have the full truth. Like you don't know what's really going on sometimes. Like you're just like, okay, well, I have a bunch of facts that kind of like show a correlation between a bunch of variables here, so I'm pretty close to the truth, but I can never truly get to the quote unquote to the real truth of the matter sometimes. Like it's kind of a this is one of those things I've just been thinking about. Like, damn, like all the facts that we I'm not even talking about the black pill sphere, but in general, like all the science we talk about really is like, is this shit really real, or like are this bullshit? Like are people just paying for like people just to say what they want to hear? I don't know. When you think about it, like is this really fucking what's going on here? Like we got that fucking wheat waffles and bacon, Prometheus. I love your fucking name, dude. I don't know why, Prometheus. Oh man, don't go into negative. Only Eldar Maxers here. Yeah, a little bit. Starting to question IT boot camps too good to be true. What is about this life? What the fuck? Are you from the world? What is about this live stream today? All right, I don't know, dude. You gotta let me know when you learn how. I'm not gonna fucking roast your ass. Fuck it, dude. I know what you're trying to say. It's not about anything, dude. We just fucking come on here and talk about shit. It's the same format. I just do a short stream on a Wednesday just to give people something to watch. But normally I the main show, the SNC, where it's kind of a random discussion. And this is more of a short form, like a hour and a half, hour long thing where I either just monologue for an hour or I just have people on for maybe an hour and a half and we'll just talk. So it depends on what's going on. Depends on how I'm feeling, really. Sometimes I'll just monologue. Sometimes I'll just let other people on. So I have never paid taxes in my life, Eldar, since I graduated. Based. Fuck the tax, man. What do you mean? Fuck the government too, really. Over for me. What happened to Jack Tisson? He came on. He was here last stream, actually. He's fine. I just think he hops off because he realized that the conversations too, there's too many people on. He can't really get his point across sometimes. So it's like not his point across, but he can't really talk because when you have like 8 people on or 7 people on, it's kind of hard to keep the that's something else I'm thinking about doing as well, which is like limiting the amount of participants in the stream. That might be a good idea to keep it to 6 or maybe 7 if I really need to get somebody else on. But I think that having the full panel on it's kind of crazy sometimes. It's kind of hard to keep people in check sometimes. So, by the way, what are your New Year's goals? I'm actually doing pretty well on my New Year's goals, honestly. Like one of my, truth be told, like I guess there's 20 people here now, so I can talk about this now. I didn't want to bring this up too early, but like something I'm doing like unintentionally is that like I kind of stop watching porn. So like, or corn. I don't even know if you can say porn on fucking YouTube. Either way, I stopped watching porn, or like I'm not getting paid anyway. So fuck it. I stopped watching porn, and like I still go to the websites, but I just don't care anymore. Like I look at the porn, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, what's the point? Like all I'm doing is taking the fucking edge off at the end of the day, right? You're taking the edge off, and like, so I haven't actually fapped in like almost like 2 weeks or a week. So I'm effectively doing I'm not really doing. I'm not trying to do no fap. I just don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just losing like the motivation to even give a fuck about porn. It's crazy. I just don't care. I don't care about porn anymore. It's crazy. So You know, it's almost boring to me. Like I don't maybe I'm like desensitized to it now, but it's like okay, like get the fuck right. I don't care. And then I'm doing well with the gym. I'm going to the gym every fucking day. I've lost like at least 10 pounds in the last like 2 weeks. So I'm doing pretty well on my weight loss. I should reach my goal by April, and then not April, maybe like May or June. But yeah, depending on how I do with my diet. But I'm doing pretty well, keeping my diet well. That's been going well for a week. One of my goals was to be more productive at work. I realized in the last like 3 months I got super fucking sloppy and lazy, and I missed a few things. So I've been being more productive at work, being more proactive with stuff. I actually kind of like my job because my job's not really all that stressful. So it's a pretty well paying job, and I don't have a lot of stress. So I figured I better keep my nose clean with that job. So been doing pretty well with that as well. Honestly, I kind of want to take this test. I have been fucking putting it off for like almost like 6 months. I gotta fucking start studying for that. I just haven't I don't have the time, or I don't have the motivation to really like study like I used to when I was like younger. I gotta like find the motivation. I'm reading some books now. I'm reading The Prince by Machiavelli again. I've already read it before, and then I'm reading the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I'm reading that as well. So I have a few book goals. I used to be a pretty avid reader, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I stopped reading like years ago. I gotta start reading again. Like, I feel like the internet has like destroyed everyone's attention span now because you're constantly inundated with like information and memes and fucking fun stuff and videos and all this shit like that. And it's like, man, like you can't even sit down and read a book anymore. You know what I mean? Like you get bored from reading books because like it's not as stimulating as like watching a video, then going to the next video, and then going to the next video, or looking at the meme, and going to the next meme, or going to the next forum, or going to the next a Discord server, or something like that. Because you're constantly looking for like a dopamine hit to like satisfy you, and it's like I'm trying to like find like ways to like I'm trying to find ways to like make my life more fulfilling, I suppose. And then I joined a bowling league as well. That was one of my goals as well. So I'm doing pretty well with a few of my goals so far. So yeah. Drolix lacks charisma, no offense. I am not much better. I like Drolix. He's cool, dude. Base motherfucker, dude. I miss Black Ronin. The guy always had me laughing on stream. Yeah, he was on Base Pluto stream a few weeks ago or maybe days ago. I don't know. Foreign cells seem to have the problem of spurring overall in all the streams I watch. I didn't even know I had any charisma. Just fucking laugh. I don't know. You base, dude. 2011 was like the last normal year. Yeah, 2011, 2012. Yeah, that's what people always say. He had a channel with a few good vids up. Women can sense charisma, bro. Yeah. More like Chadrisma. Science is very political now. Absolutely it is, yeah. Drop the link so we can join your discussion, Kuma and Rios. What? You can't even trust it now, yeah. Maybe Black Ronin wipes at that hooker of the kid in the other room. Aw, fuck me, dude. Don't say that. I'd be so ashamed of him, dude. What up? Let's see. Nice. What's dude, bro? Soyant. Yeah, base name. Mystery School. Be honest. When you meet a decent Void, maybe foreign, or she treats you well, will you stop doing Mystery School or will you continue? I might keep going. I don't know. Like. I figured I would at least go for another 100 episodes of SNC, see how that goes for another, like, it's basically going to take me like another year and a half, or almost, yeah, because it's like, 50 some odd weeks in a year, something like that. So I'm like, either way, I'm going to do another 100 episodes and see where I'm at really in like another like year. So I don't know. But would I ever stop? I don't know. I kind of I like streaming because it's kind of like cathartic for me to get my ideas out into the world and just kind of talk. It's very much like a blog or a vlog, I guess is what they call it now, vlogging effectively. You just talk about what's going on in your life or talk about society or talk social commentary, I guess is what they call it. So, I like doing it. I don't mind doing it. Any important point on science is that the average person can't be expected to do due diligence with your time. It's easier to headline those one-off studies than to have a nuanced conversation. Yeah, that's probably true as well. Hey, mister, what's up, dude? Yeah, I get you. You're concentrating on other things instead of porn. Yeah, effectively, yeah. I mean, I just don't care about it. I don't know. I every time I go to the website, I'm like, man, like, I look at the picture, I'm like, look at the little thumbnails, I'm like, this is it? I'm like, I don't know, dude, fuck it. I'm not gonna fucking fap. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Haha. Yeah, dude. Yeah, what's the point? I agree. I don't have time for fap anymore. Escort Max. Yeah, Escort Maxing got I don't know, it's an expensive hobby. It's an expensive fucking vice for sure. So I'd rather just keep my fucking money in my pocket, right? That's good. Absolutely cool. Gym maxing. Yeah, gym maxing. I mean, that's one of the few good copes that like the red pill even talks about, which is gym maxing. Like, even if you're just going there just to fucking do cardio, like I typically do, because I'm trying to lose weight. It's better than fucking nothing, dog. I actually feel like whenever I'm at the gym, I feel like I'm actually accomplishing. Yeah, I cannot say that word. Accomplishing something. There we go. Instead of what's like sitting at home and eating fucking Cheetos and some shit, getting fatter. Like, I feel like I'm actually doing something, obviously, because you're getting sweaty and you're working out and stuff like that. So it feels good. Get some porn from the 80s and 90s and stuff. I don't care about it really. Hopefully I can geomax smash a bunch of flutes, if any. So is there a ton of people trying to do the gym New Year's goal, increasing the numbers? Dude, I'm not even lying, dog. I go to the gym at a kind of an odd time because I get off work around 4. I got to work really early in the morning because I like to have my afternoon to myself. So and then the gym I go to, there's no new people there. It's crazy. It is fucking insane. It is fucking insane. Like, there's no new people there. Like, I go to the gym and it's dead. I'm like, there's like nobody here. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, did all the fat people just say fuck it? Like, we're gonna stay fat? I don't know, man. Like, normally you see like the gym is full of people at like New Year's after New Year's Day, dog. Everyone trying to lose weight for the year, stuff like that. Nah, dog. I don't see any fat people there, dog. Everyone's just like the same people I saw last week are there again. I don't know, man. It's a weird fucking time. Very nice update. Hope everyone can max whatever their goals are. Gym maxing is great, absolutely. In one video, Steve Hoka talked about how porn deteriorated in course of decades. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome to your 30s. I'll go months without even thinking about it, especially when I'm busy doing things. Yeah, well, maybe this is me getting older, I suppose. It's like, who gives a fuck, dude? I don't care. Your gym getting busy, all the New Year's resolutions in my gym hogging the machines. Nah, dude, my gym is fucking. I go to the gym in odd times though, so maybe it's just that's why I don't see anybody new there. But yeah, everyone who's at the gym I typically see are typically there whenever I'm there though. So I don't know. What computer power? Honestly, there has been an increase in the gym, but not as much as before. Perhaps due to lockdown, they got used to buying the equipment and working out at home. Yeah, I actually have stuff at home I can use to work out as well. I have like a bike I can use if I can't go to the gym. Let's say it snows or something like that, I can't make it, that I can work out on my bike. But I typically don't really use it. I actually kind of enjoy going to the gym, really. It's kind of a nice, like, you get out of the house and do something with a little more, talk to people, I guess, if you can, stuff like that. So, yeah. Same, I used to read much more. Now I get info from Google. Yeah. No, same question, my computer. High IQ minds that understand Rick and Morty that think like, fuck me, dude, that meme. Strongly agree. I'm struggling to read books since last year. Yeah, dude, it's so fucking weird. Do you read mostly nonfiction or fiction? I could have Rex. I read mostly nonfiction, so I'm reading like, I'm trying to read like philosophical books or books about reality. I'm not really a fiction. I was more into fiction when I was like younger. I used to read stuff like, I think it was Redwall or Redwood. It was like the book with the rats and mice who were like knights and shit like that. I used to love that book. But yeah, I haven't read a book of like fiction in a long time though. Yeah. Do a face reveal for episode 100. Fuck that shit, dude. I'm gonna stay fucking anonymous until I fucking die, dog. Getting blog mogged. Mystery of the Immigrant Plume Slayer, maybe. My muscles are sore as fuck. It's so weird because I have such an insane recovery time. Like for example, I'll use that. Whenever I go bowling, people always ask me like, how are you still bowling? Because I'm like, I'll bowl like 11 games, and they'll always give me a really good rate, so I end up paying like half what I would pay. But I can bowl like 11 games and not be tired. I can like I work out every fucking day. Like I do my fucking I do cardio basically every day, and people are like, how are you doing that? Like I don't know, man. I just don't have like I have a really good recovery time on like a lot of things. Dude. I don't feel like a lot of pain. I just don't. Bowling. I didn't say bowling, not balding. Bowling. But yeah, I just don't like I have like a really good recovery time. So I don't know. Even stuff like getting like, I remember when I was really young, I had a tooth extracted, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be in so much pain, dude." And I got it extracted, and I don't think I even took the fucking pain meds though. I didn't care. I was like, what? They took the tooth out, and then like it hurt a little bit, but it wasn't like nearly as bad as like they said it was. This is nothing, dude. Like, what are you talking about? This isn't pain. Not painful at all. So, It's Slayer Decay, yeah, a little bit. I messed with my calves up jogging. Oh well, sorry about that. Only Brazilian far prawn with 30 arm tentacle I will call the mystery school to be a curious. Nah, dude. I think that going down the porn rabbit hole is a horrible fucking idea, dog. You get so desensitized to real shit, dog. You get so desensitized to like real shit. I couldn't. I don't know how people go down those fucking rabbit holes and like they're watching crazy ass shit like that, dude. I don't know. I'm contemplating just getting a home gym. That's not a bad idea if you have the space for it, I suppose. But yeah. I made the same observation after New Year. There were hardly any people there at the gym, although many had always had this resolution. Yeah. I guess it's overall pessimism. Hey, boy, what's up, dude? I enjoy history books; those are amazing. I like history as well. I'm a huge history buff. Yeah, I like history a lot. Lean maxing is it? Is it been gym maxing since 2018? It wasn't until I dropped 12%. I only got complimented for feminine features from Floyd's like thin neck, collarbone, eyelash. Oh wow, complimented. Okay. Go bowling or balding. Muscles are sore, but I like how it feels. Yeah, I like how it feels too. But I just don't. I have like a good recovery time. I don't feel pain like very quick at all. It's insane, dude. Tyrone genes equals no sore muscle. Maybe. I don't know what it is, dude, but gymnastics has been the foundation of all my accomplishments. You don't get tired, Kevin Gates. Well, people be over exaggerating pain, to be honest. Maybe they are. I don't know. A nice based fiction book is 100 Years of Solitude, maybe relevant to this chat. Yeah, maybe it is. I am good though. I ran through the pain. Now I feel great. I used to read Redwall too. Those rats were cool. Yeah. I remember that. I think he had a really good way of like he would describe food and it'd be like in this long, elaborate like he would describe all the delicious food. I'm like, damn, dude. I think he would do it all the time. I think that was that book, right? He would describe all the food and stuff like that. That was always really good. I do calisthenics. Yeah, that's not a bad idea either. If you don't have a gym at all, if you can't make it to a gym, it's not a bad idea. Can walk for hours. Yeah. I walked for a whole day with blisters. My recovery is garbage. Ogre jeans. Hey guys, what's up, What's up, buddy? My calves are 10 out of 10. My calves are fucking like cantaloupes, dog. I have huge calves. Like my calves are so big to my fucking brother who's fucking jacked. My brother had like a really small calf, and you can't get them bigger, dog. He's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how the fuck do you have bigger calves than I do? And I go to the fucking gym and I'm like lifting like 400 fucking pounds or some shit. He's like, I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't have naturally big calves, so I have huge calves. People always constantly compliment me on my fucking legs, which is weird as a dude, I guess, because like, yeah, I have really good fucking legs, dog. Oh yeah, the mole was the cook, and they'd make the soups and the sound super good. Yeah. I was thinking of the right book then. Yeah. Do you consider yourself an endomorph, mesomorph, or ectomorph? I think I'm the one that I always forget. I think is it endomorph, the one where that's like the like I have like a natural, even when I'm fat, like I'm pretty big right now. Well, I guess I'm pretty big, and I have like a natural I think it's called V taper, where it's like even when I'm big, like I have such broad shoulder. I just like naturally have that taper. It's just crazy. I think I think an endomorph has that taper, right? I think it's what it like naturally has that taper, I believe. So, well, yeah. I was bored, so I used the bow to work out. Surprisingly, it worked. At least I think it does. Honestly, that's something else I want to get into. Actually, is archery this year. Actually, I want to get into archery. I used to when I was in Boy Scouts. Actually, I'm an Eagle Scout. In case you guys don't know that, I mean, I don't think I said it on stream before. I'm an Eagle Scout. I finished up Boy Scouts actually, and when I was I went to summer camp one year. I did so well in archery. They were like, "What the fuck, dude? Are you like a pro?" I'm like, "No, dog. I was like a natural at it. I was like, it was insane. So I kind of want to get into that and see if I can like replicate that as an adult. Maybe see what I can do. But I was really good when I was young. So I was like a natural at it. Like I think I did so well on the first day that said, "Don't come back till like the last day so you can get your merit badge." I'm like, "Shit." I'm like, "All right, sounds good to me." That was crazy. Leg maxing, yeah, maybe it's I don't know. I naturally have abs every time I do push-ups. My abs become more pronounced. Wow, that's nice. And abs are really not hard to get. I guess you have to lose a lot of weight depending on My forearms are my weakness. Can't get much bigger. Yeah, my forearms are really small, dude. I don't know. Like I've never really been able to I can get a pretty decent chest. I can get pretty decent biceps, but my forearms are just fucking teeny. Like I gotta do a lot to get my fucking biceps to get fucking bigger, dude. Yeah. Obviously, my biggest problem is my core, obviously with the fat, but everything else is like pretty tight. You know, I don't really accumulate fat in my face at all. Really, like it's so weird. So. Dashboard forearms got doxxed in one stream when he was at some rally. He was holding the cam and you saw his forearms. They were huge. Yeah, I heard he's a pretty big guy. You played... I'm sorry, I'm burping too much. You played darts before? Yeah, I played darts sometimes whenever I go to a... They have them at a pool hall I used to go to all the time. They have them there, so me and my brother would go there and play darts. And play it. It's kind of fun, so... Yeah, it's good shit. I like darts. I like playing pool, stuff like that, so... I'm just trying to find stuff I really enjoy doing, and I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like, if I gotta fucking live this shitty ass life, I'm gonna have some fucking fun a little bit, right? So yeah. Endomorph equals big guy, ectomorph equals skinny guy, mesomorph equals in between. I think I'm a mesomorph. I don't know. I think maybe mesomorph is what I am. I don't know. I'm definitely not an endomorph like I thought I was. Ectomorph, definitely not that skinny guy. I'm not like a tall skinny guy. I think I'm a mesomorph, yeah. You must be pretty strong because the strength comes from the legs, apparently. Huh. I don't know. I have really strong legs. I have insanely strong legs. Like, my legs are fucking insane. Like, my fucking, what do they call that? Your, not my calves, but my fucking, my fucking thighs are fucking insanely fucking, they're huge. I mean, like, it's fucking insane. I don't know. Yeah, fucking huge, dude. Like, I don't think I went bowling one time and someone was like, dude, the fuck, dude? How the fuck do you get legs like that? I don't know, man. And honestly, I think part of it was that because I was like 350 pounds, you're walking around with all that weight around on your body 24/7. So, like, the reality is that, like, think about that. Your body's constantly under stress. So, like, I think that maybe that's where it came from. I don't know. Maybe I'm like talking shit here a little bit, but maybe that's what it came from. I don't know. Only 4% of the scouts since 1911 have achieved Eagle Scout. I didn't know that. Wow, that's fucking insane. Holy shit. Yeah, a lot of people stop at life. You know, a life for life. So I felt my arms being sore using a bow. Batting for baseball is good for forearms. Huh, maybe I'll have to find some way to get my forearms bigger, dude. I don't know, but my forearms are fucking small. They're insanely small. They're not small. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they're like not as big as like I'd like them to be. That's for sure. I'm happy being toned. Not like more muscles will help with dishes. Yeah, I'm just trying to get toned and be a little bit like bigger, I guess. I'm not trying to get like fucking like Incredible Hulk shit. Like my fucking brother, he's like fucking huge. Like he's fucking insanely huge. He's tall too. So, you know, but yeah. Dashboard of the subscribe behemoth. Yeah, I think I've heard him say that before. Yeah. My abs are pretty good, although I have a hard time really showing them off because of the fat. Back in school, everyone wanted to punch me in the stomach because I was known for having strong abs. Huh? That's pretty based. Never hurt, although everyone has punched it. Quadzilla. That's good. Quadzilla. 13% of the Eagle Scouts get 50% of the badges. Think about it. The music in the background, you can hear it. That's good. Dashboard would become the Godzilla of Germany. Oh man, be walking around fucking like destroying buildings and shit. Based. Abzilla. Abzilla. Dashboard will make Germany great again. Absolutely. He'll be the new AH. He'll take it over. So you could survive in the forest mystery. Yeah, I have like all my I still have all my stuff actually from Boy Scouts. I have my medals and shit like that. Yeah, I have a bunch of shit. So you know that stuff would I actually still have my book too as well. I have my old Boy Scout books. If I ever got lost in the woods, I'm like, or ever something ever hits a fan, I'm like, oh, I got my book still, so I can like look up all the knots and stuff like that, and do them again. And yeah, I know how to build like a lean-to and stuff like that, and how to make a fire in the rain and stuff like that. I could probably find a way to like make it really at the end of the day, right? So. You said earlier, he is planning on moving to Germany, but not sure he'll ever do. He's more of a talker than a doer. What's up, Jack, dude? What's up, buddy? I used to let people punch me full whack in the face when I was 18, 19 to prove how good my chin was. God, I was dumb. Jack Tiffin, man, what the fuck? Oh shit. You, the film, The Green Inferno from Eli Roth. What? Am I the film? No, I know what you mean. I don't think I watched it. No. How was your New Year, mate? How was your New Year, Jack Tiffin, buddy? Crimson Chin. Crimson Chin. Left my ass off, Jack. Chin Maxer, beef. Once I get down to a certain weight, I kind of want to try out not try boxing, but just like go to a boxing gym if they have one around here. Get into some sort of like martial. I think what they call it, martial prowess or something like that. Get into like a real physical thing. So I haven't done shit like that in a while. Actually, I think I did karate as a kid, but really I haven't done that in years. So I'm just trying to find stuff to do every fucking weekend or something like that. I'm tired of like sitting in my fucking house doing fucking fuck all nothing. Really, that's how you get fucking depressed and stuff like that. So. Oh man, Jim Maxing, what's up, buddy? What's up, General Clutch? I said earlier. Do you have to wear a suit to work? Fuck no, dog. My job is so fucking lax, dude. I could walk in with sweatpants and a dirty shirt on and probably still go to work, really, because I'm not like a customer facing employee, so I can kind of do what the fuck I want. I can wear anything. Like on Fridays, I'll wear sweatpants and an old beat up shirt and just show up to work and go home and go to the gym and then go home or something like that. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's not that I don't have to wear any type of real crazy attire to work. It's a pretty lax environment, really. But normally I wear like a collared shirt and a pair of slacks and call it a day and some decent shoes. So. Chipotle Max. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't had Chipotle in like 6 months. Not that I want it right now. I'm definitely trying to like maintain my diet really hardcore. So I'm doing pretty well with that. I'm effectively doing like one meal a day because like I'm not really doing one meal a day, but like what I've been doing is that in the morning I'll have like a protein shake for breakfast, and then I'll eat lunch. But I'll have like a pretty big lunch, which is like my main meal for the day. I'll have like a pretty big lunch in the middle of the day. And then by dinner time, I'm normally having a pretty light dinner. Like I might have like a protein shake again, or eat like a protein cookie or something like that. So that's kind of in my new diet schedule, and it's working out pretty well actually. I mean, it's, especially a lunchtime because that's when I'm normally the most hungry as well. So like being able to do all that. Being able to to maintain a diet like that, it's worked out pretty well for me so far. So I've been doing pretty well with that. Feels good. Dressed for the job with the least stressed. Yeah. I had a really good chin when younger. Could take almost anything. It was real dumb shot though. Is your condo paid off? Nah, dude. Nah, I'm not. Condo's not paid off, but it's not paid off at all. But I have like a really low mortgage though. My fucking rate is a mortgage interest rate was 2.875, dog. I'm never gonna see that ever again in my lifetime, dog. 2.875. Like, oh my god, I'm never gonna see that again, dude. But that's such a good rate. I mean, I literally bought my house at the bottom of the fucking when money was cheap, dog. So like any bank who gets my fucking mortgage, like they keep buying and selling it. I can't even make any money off this guy, dude. Like, and I look at my whenever I pay my mortgage, I look at what the breakdown is between like the escrow account, the interest on the debt, and the principal, and it's almost like equal between it's almost like 1-to-1 between like the interest and the payment, the actual principal of the loan. It's insane. So I got a really good rate on my mortgage. I watched the film Knock Knock by Eli Roth yesterday. Keanu Reeves played in the main role, and he got absolutely humiliated by 2 Stacy's to the max. He was made the absolute slave. I don't have energy to drink water and hydrate. And Mystery doing stream like pro high on Adderall. Oh man. Oh, you mean regular stream? Regular. It is complete macho with film. I swear. How did you find out about Mystery School? I don't know. You tell me, dude. Out eating out an Indian girl based. Ugh. 2875309 song. No. Oh man, well we're at 40 minutes. We'll let some people on. See what people can come on here and talk about. Maybe they have something to talk about. Copy that. There's the not Discord, there's the StreamYard link. See if you want to join here and talk to me and shit like that. So yeah, we'll see what we got. Oh shit, we got Jack Tiffin. What's going on, Jack?
Hey, how you doing, my friend? You all right?
Doing good, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah. I've got a bit of an obsession at the moment. I've started up a YouTube channel when I'm putting all my crazy shit on there. You know.
That's good, dude. I'm glad. I'm glad someone. I'm not sure if you took the advice from me, but I'm glad someone took the fucking advice and fucking did a YouTube channel because like this fear's fucking dead. So someone's got to do something, right?
I'm not approaching it. I'm not approaching it from the traditional black pill sense. I've got my own ideas on the black pill. You know, I which I will explain on the channel. I've spoken to you before as well. But I'm trying to. Between me and you, I'm just taking a piss, you know.
Yeah.
I put a video up there recently, and I had a real pleasure putting up there, and I said that the only viable dating options in 2023 are women on welfare, and I made the reason why I made this point was, if you look at it from an evolutionary perspective, the only women in the UK, and I mean this is England's barren. We're not having children anymore. We're down to 1.4 per woman. It's getting to a ridiculous level.
Yeah, it's getting bad. I mean, any place that like develops in a certain direction, typically in the Western standard way, the birth rate just fucking collapses like a fucking like a house of cards. Really, overall, it's insane. Like, and like your country's obviously part of the West, so it's like obviously like a deep in that shit. So yeah.
And I'll record my friend.
Yeah, we got a lot of people who want to join. Let me I'll kick you out and then I'll let you back in once I get everybody in here. So let me kick you out real quick. Give me 1 sec. And then we'll do the I'll count again. So let's do some counting real quick. 8, 9, 10, 28, 29, 35, 32. How do you count again? What do you do? Is it 1, 2, 3? I don't know. Either way. 1.4 birth rate over. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is me. So I think we're gonna stop at 6 for now. We're gonna let people on. Hello, what's up, dude? People say UK has finished. Even the healthcare system and NHS is falling apart, and we have low birth rate. Yeah, it's insane, dude. Like this is why Japan is such a Japan's stupid. Like those people are fucking like as smart as they are, they're fucking retarded because they think that like, oh, if we just give women more incentives, they'll have kids. Like, it's not working. Obviously, why the fuck do you keep doing it? Like. Just I don't know, like they keep like, they're literally fucking insane. I suppose like, they keep doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And it's like, no, dog. Like the problem is that you empowered your women that they can now make their own money, and they don't want your men. They want Western white men, or they want somebody else. Like that's the main problem. But what's up, dude? I said that earlier. That country must have a dreidel-shaped demographic pyramid. Probably does, dude. Insanity indeed. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. So then same thing gonna happen in America too, probably. Oh, we're gonna give women more money. You gotta give more economic opportunities. They'll have kids. We're gonna do free daycare. They'll have kids then, right? It's like no, no, they won't. They weren't raised to have kids. They weren't raised to want kids. I can't tell you how many women I've talked to that say I don't want to have kids. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I don't know. It's just stupid, dude. All right, I'll let people back on. We got Jack Tisson back on. Saffron Pill back on, or in now. We got Drolix 2.0 that or Drolix in Light Computer Power. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I was going to just say something for about 2 minutes and I'll drop off. But
Yeah,
wanted
sure,
to
buddy.
mention that I too noticed at the beginning of the new year, I said, oh, I'll try not try no fat to do no fat, but I just noticed after 2-3 days, it's like, oh, I'll just keep this going. So I don't know if it's just,
I just like stopped. Like I think it was like was it Sunday or Saturday night? I forgot what day. I just stopped when I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck it. Like I just don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah. I'm just going to go with it too for as long as possible. I'm not thinking of no fap as a cope or even thinking it's just one of those things that just like you, it just kind of happened. So it's like, well, let's just see how long it goes, right?
Yeah, like I'm sort of on the thing where it's like, hey, like I'm not thinking just like I'm gonna turn to fucking a Super Saiyan 3 Goku or some shit. But like, people think, oh, you're gonna fucking become the god of all mankind if you do no fat. But like, who knows? Like, fuck it. I do think that like beating your fucking meat 24/7, 365 is not the fucking best way to fucking spend your time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. For me, it's more of like Todd had mentioned, it's part of the mindset of no simp 2023, right? It's just not really giving women attention, just unwanted. I'm like you mentioned, we're busy doing other things. Not that we're doing important things, but just not throwing useless energy at women, right?
yeah, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna get shit for it anyway. So why bother?
Right? Yeah,
like,
yeah. I think
for the average man, like the average man should just be like, fuck it. Like, if I was the average man, if I didn't have the job I have, where it's like good money and stuff like that, I would honestly the fucking neat max. Like, why the fuck would you bother? Like, fuck them. Fuck the world, dude. They fucked you over. Why not fuck them over back? Like,
yeah, I think a lot of guys are just going to give up on women even more this year. Just
yeah,
as
you
a
realize
possibility,
that, like,
right?
you're basically especially if like someone like me who has to like get dates, it feels like I'm what's that guy's name? The old what's the Greek myth with the guy who pushed the boulder up the hill and stuff like that. That it feels like that myth where it's like you push the boulder up. Yeah, Sisyphus. You push the boulder up the hill. You're trying to fucking get this woman, and then it's like, oh, I don't like you. Like, okay, well then what? Fuck, like I spent money on all these. I went on a date here, a date there, and stuff like that. Maybe I smashed you once, something like that. But I don't like it. Like, well, fuck it then. Fuck them. Well, all right, well, I'm not gonna like. Why fucking waste your fucking time? If you already know the fucking outcome, why waste your time, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll jump off here, but I just wanted to kind of mention that I too sort of noticed that I was doing that same pattern. So maybe a bunch of other people are either thinking about it or just maybe they're already in the process of just give it a shot, right? And if you fail, you didn't fail. It's just something to try just for fun or just to see, right?
Yeah,
just
a thing. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right,
man. Thanks for coming
later.
on. See you later, buddy.
Did anyone watch the Destiny running away from the live stream of Gonzalo Lira?
Wait, what?
You know Destiny, the
yeah, I know Destiny the stream, but I didn't know he was even talking to that guy anymore. I don't know. I had no clue.
Yeah. So he was called for the Russia-Ukraine, this whole thing that's going on, and Destiny just ran away.
He ran. Why did he run away?
Because he could not agree with some factual counterpoints on the stream.
I'm really I mean, I've always been kind of skeptical of Destiny as like a person, really, because like, okay, he's like some like a semi-single guy who is basically being a simp for some fucking what's that chick? She's from fucking Finland or some Sweden or some shit. He's effectively a cuck. He doesn't take care of his fucking kids. He's a millionaire. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, you don't do anything. You're not even a good person. you're not a good person at all. Like, you don't even take care of your own fucking kids, dude. Like, fuck you. I don't know. I don't like him. I used to be like a big Destiny fan. I'm like, dude, you're not really even that good of a person, dude. Like, he's smart, but he's also like really arrogant too. And it's like, I don't want to talk to someone like that, dude. I don't know. It's kind of an asshole.
Yeah. So in discussion, it should be open to counterpoints and counter narratives. Destiny, somehow I've seen his couple of videos and all. I don't know how he started, but as of now, he is woke as anything could be.
Yeah, his big claim to fame was debating JonTron back in the day. JonTron came on talking about race realism and shit like that, and he looked insane back in the day. And then everybody was like, "Oh, he beat JonTron. He got a lot of followers off of that shit." and he was like the first debate bro back in the day, and then Vosh came up, and Vosh used to be Irish laddie on his channel. Actually, Vosh came from a Destiny, believe it or not. A lot of people forgot that, but it's true. So that's how Val Strike is his fucking name. That's how he came out of fucking that sphere as well. So because like Val is basically just a clone of him, and at the end of the day anyway. They both talk the exact same way, have the exact same points. They both it's literally like watching a carbon copy of like Destiny at the end of the day, right? So it's like this insanity. This is stupid, and I have like zero respect for the guy, really. So
Yeah, there's one more dude. I keep forgetting his name. He's big time. He has a long kind of a hair and he wears spectacles and is really famous and rich.
is it what's not Hams? What's that guy's name? Hassan Abi or his name?
Yeah,
fucking
Hassan
asshole.
Abi.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
I look at like I don't know, like a lot of socialists watching. I'm like, wait a second, why the fuck are you watching a guy? You're paying. Like, I don't understand people anymore, dude. Like, it's the exact same thing with it's the exact same phenomenon with pearly things and all these like these femoids and the fucking foids and the goddamn fucking the manosphere right now, where it's like, oh, I love hearing my opinion come out of your mouth. So I'm gonna keep paying you. It's like, what the fuck? Like, this is effectively what you're doing. I want to hear my opinion come out of your mouth. I'm gonna pay you $20, $30, $40 a fucking day to hear my opinion come out of your fucking mouth. Like, no, this is fucking retarded. People are fucking dumb. Like, I've been thinking about a lot of things the last year. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what in the literal fuck? Like, you're paying somebody to hear your fucking opinion come out of their mouth. Like, you're an idiot. You deserve. And all those socialists are like, oh man, he's a base bro, man. He's gonna bring in a socialist revolution. No, dog, he's getting rich off your fucking dumb ass. You think he's really gonna give up his fucking wealth if you ever got the communist fucking utopia you asked for? No, you wouldn't. No, you fucking wouldn't, dog. Fuck out of here.
Most of the people on woke left side think that when the communist revolution comes, they don't have to pay their rent, healthcare, stuff like that. But they forget they will probably be in the countryside chicken farm picking up chicken poop
Yeah, I watched
when they are
I saw a Twitter thread about like, oh yeah, somebody asked like legitimately like, hey, when the communist revolution happens and utopia is achieved, what's gonna be your job in the new world? And a lot of people were talking like these bullshit jobs. Oh, I'm gonna be a guy who just recommends ideas. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, so no one wants to actually do any real fucking work, like build a fucking bridge or do the real work that keeps society running. I want to be the guy who just sits on his ass and fucking just shits my opinion out on the internet and makes money. Okay, dude, fuck you.
But commune will never allow you to be free. That's what people don't realize. So if you go to Marx ideology, Marx, what he prefaced his whole ideology is that capitalism exploits people for basic needs like food, grocery, rent, money, school, and all these things. So in his ideal society, all that will be taken care by the collective commune. But people don't realize is to realize that dream, someone needs to work, and you will be forced to work in some labor concentration camp or a farm. Even if you are a highly qualified PhD professor, you can be reassigned to a labor camp to mine coal or some shit in a commune. So that part people don't realize. So you'll be working, you'll not be free to enjoy all the freedoms that you think you will receive in a communist utopia.
Someone just laughed at my fucking comment. Guy who shits his ideas out on the internet and makes money. Yeah, that's the fucking dream of like the average fucking Generation Z person right now. It's to fucking shit their idea on the internet and make money, dude. That's what it comes down to. No one actually wants to do the hard. Because like at the end of the day, I kind of get it though. Because like that fucking YouTube money's nice, and you don't have to do any real fucking work, and you're gonna leave the rest of that fucking work for the fucking suckers who want to do the fucking the real hard work. So. Because back in the day, when you at least if you were a sucker, you at least got some fucking pussy out of the deal. Right now, you ain't getting shit. So,
but if you look at it, if you have that kind of a job like Hassan has or the Destiny has, it's actually a good grift if you think about it.
It's a great grift. Yeah, all you got to do is spout out the opinion that your audience wants to hear, and they'll pay you money. It's a great grift. I can do that. I could go on I could become a socialist any day I want. I used to be probably a socialist when I was younger. I know all the talking points. I could just fucking make a channel, spout out shit my opinion out on the internet, say, oh, capitalism is bad and late stage capitalism is coming, buddy boyos. We're gonna fucking take over the government and become a communist. Like, okay, I could do that very easily. Not hard. People are just dumb. People will, like I said earlier, people will literally pay you to have your to hear their opinion come out of your mouth. Like it's dumb.
One last example.
Yo, hold on. Mystery, wasn't that what Jimmy's room was trying to do?
Yeah, effectively. I don't know what Jimmy's. Yeah, what the idea? The deal was I can if I just shit my opinion out there, it'll work. Like, no, dude. Yeah, what the idea? That would have had to have been his idea though, for sure. Yeah.
Dang,
So
that guy was
just
a total
yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
So there's channel called Not Just Bikes and other like that. There are many like that. So these are basically socialist communist channel. They openly say we are socialism promoting channel and stuff. Every talking point, every video they make, how capitalism is bad, how suburbia in America is bad, and how commie blocks in Russia and China are good. And interesting fact is when they start, they criticize capitalism, and then they say today's sponsor for our video is this. Then at the end they will say thanks for contributing to our Patreon supporters. And sponsors are a capitalist model, and Patreon is a capitalist company that runs the website, and they hypocritically contradict their own point.
Yeah, like the more I look at like so much of like society, the way we structure things in this world, this is dumb. Like we do a lot of human beings are just fucking retarded, dude. I mean, we're a doomed species, dog. Like honestly, maybe it's okay that the birth rate's low because some of these motherfuckers shouldn't breed anyway, dog. Just like honestly, like I'm in favor of like some of these people fucking just going full fucking trans and just chopping their fucking shit out, dog. You shouldn't breed anyway, dog. Your dad should have fucking came on your fucking mom's ass instead of fucking putting it in her, dog. I mean, that's reality, dog. You should have just been a fucking a cum stain on the fucking floor instead of being a fucking human being. Like you're a waste of time. Like,
Yo, have you seen the Bitter Coper's latest video about Normie Sphere getting into transmaxing?
yeah. I've been watching a few articles, seeing articles about that now. Yeah, I watched an article by the Sargon of Akkad. He has his new channel now. What's it called? A podcast of the Lotus Eater or something like that. He had his people talk about that. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and it's a direct subreddit from like, the Inkwell community. So it's like reaching mainstream.
Jack, do you have something you want to say earlier? I saw you unmuted yourself. I know you kind of get lost in the conversation sometimes. So I want to make sure you're talking.
No,
Jack?
no. I just 2 points really. The first one I wanted to describe, in all seriousness, I'm not saying this just to get a joke, although it is pretty funny. I think the way out of inceldom for a lot of guys is to start targeting, if that's the right word, women on welfare. Now, this is the reason why. Okay. Now, people are going to say you're crazy, you're insane. These aren't high quality women. But look at it from the perspective of, the problems you've got. One of them is that women in the West now are totally hyper materialistic. Well, if a woman's on welfare, she doesn't really have big aspirations outside of the welfare check. That's the first point. Second, women on welfare have got the highest birth rate out of all women in the West. Okay. Now, the third point is that they tend to be less selective because they have such low social status. So guys who have got some kind of economic success, even if it's just low level, to a person of that caliber, that seems to be doing quite well. So the point I'm trying to make is that I think that guys should target women on that's the wrong word. They should look for women in on welfare as a way of gaining prospective liaisons. Okay, and that the welfare queen is it really is a queen if you want to look at it that way. Yeah. And second thing about politics is I've heard it all. I've heard every argument you can imagine, Mystery. I've heard every single argument in my nearly 40 years. I've read every book. I've heard every single point of view. Now, do you know the best political view to have, Mystery?
The best political view to have?
Yeah.
Like from fascism to whatever. Like which one? Like
let me tell you the best best political view to have. If somebody asks you your political view, tell them exactly what you think they want to hear. Yeah.
That's effectively what I do. Me and Drolix, he coined the term gray man maxing, where you just gray man. You're just like, okay, fine, I'm going to say what the fuck you want me to tell you or what you want to hear. Or what I typically do is that I make my statements so vague that like it basically sounds like I'm agreeing with you, but I'm not. Like type shit where it's like, you do a little bit of a wordplay. You can kind of like get around a lot of things. But yeah, you're effectively just a gray man maxing at the end of the day. So
yeah, if I meet a leftist who has a real grasp of the leftist issues, you better believe everything they say. I contribute back and I say I totally agree with what you're saying. If I meet a person who's well on the right, I go, do you know what, bro? I'm glad you're the guy who says it. No one else will. And if I meet a person who's completely politically ambivalent, then I'm ambivalent. I really don't care. And I know that makes me sound terrible, but it can just all happen. All that stuff's too big for me.
Well, the sad part is that my gray man maxing only goes one way, which is to the fucking left. To the right, I can talk to anybody on the right, tell them my true views about things, because I have some views on the left, some views on the right. I'm more like a center right kind of guy, but I have some views on the left. I do think the left is right on some things. So it's like, okay, so like I can talk to him about anything, or talk to the right, anybody on the right about anything, and like, okay, yeah, I agree, or I disagree with that. We have a conversation about it, and it's over. If I say anything, on the left that you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're a homosexual, you're a homophobe, you hate everybody, blah 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 blah. You want to kill trans people? Okay, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I can't have a conversation with you then. Like, you're so entrenched into your ideology. You're literally just a drone. Like, you might as well not even fucking be alive because you can't think for yourself.
It's awful. I haven't met that many leftists because the social milieu that I exist in, they just don't really exist.
It's not even leftists though. It's more like liberals. Like, it's even like your run-of-the-mill liberals also extremely fucking arrogant. They're fucking assholes, and they're so fucking intellectually dishonest when you talk to them. It's like sometimes I'll push. I had a talk with my boss about my boss is extremely like, she's like a left. She's like, I don't know what the fuck she is, but she's like extremely liberal about a lot of like the social shit. And I'm like, I had a talk with her about when George Floyd finally when he got killed.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking to her. I was like, okay. I was talking to her, and she was so fucking like emotional about like this guy. I'm like, wait a second, but like, you do realize he's just some fucking like, I didn't say this, but I was thinking like, he's just some fucking dude. Like, what do you care about? Like, okay, he was on fucking drugs or some shit, and he died. Like, I'm not saying he fucking deserved to die the way he did, but fuck, like, I was trying to be nuanced about it, and she was like, no, it was a horrible tragedy. I'm like, okay, nah, okay, like, and then like the St. Floyd shit, and she got big into BLM and shit like that. And I'm like, and she to this day she hasn't talked about how BLM was a scam. I haven't told her that at all, but I'm like, yeah, BLM was a huge fucking scam, dog. People lost a lot of money with that shit, dog. And I'm like, yeah, dog.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of this, but he's black, so you must agree with me, right? So like, the problem with like being a black, this is something that the base Pluto talked about as well on his stream a few days ago, where it's like, if you're a fucking black male and you have views that are counter to the fucking narrative that black men's supposed to have, you're like, you're persona fucking non grata at the end of the day. What? You're not really a black person. You're a self-hating black person. Like, yeah, fuck you. Like, that's what I feel like at this point, dude. Like, I'm gonna start saying fuck you a lot more to a lot of people at the end of the day, right? Like, I'm getting tired of like hiding my fucking power level, dog. I'm getting real tired of it.
Yeah, you get that. See, I used to be that type of person that looked into every single story, and I try and find the truth that you don't see in the news. So particularly this case in Brazil. There's this quote unquote revolution going on. It happened about a week ago. There was all these Bolsonaro supporters. They burst into the parliament, and then I read an article that claimed it was all American intelligence. If that had been me 5 years ago, I'd have gone right down the rabbit hole, and I would have gone around telling people that it was an American intelligence operation. I read this article that claimed it was American intelligence. I took a bit of interest. And I thought, maybe it is. And then I left it at that.
Yeah.
The problem is that you can investigate and get facts on everything, but there's only a small section of the population who have that type of brain, who think things through in that way and actually like to go down rabbit holes, and they don't really care if people don't agree with them. And the majority of the time, if you get all these facts together and you've got this sort of really clear worldview where you've seen things as they are, and you speak to the average person, they just look at you like you're an alien. So it's kind of like developing that mind frame and that worldview. It doesn't really hold any value. It doesn't give you any positive feedback. So in a way, it might be to the benefit of a person of that type of mind frame who looks into things to actually try and make themselves more sheep-like, so they've got more tranquility of mind. You know.
Hey, Diamond Spear, fuck you too, dog. First thing first, I never said George Floyd wasn't murdered. I never said that at all. So kiss my ass. I never said that at all. I just said he was some irrelevant fucking nobody that should have never had the amount of media attention he fucking got. He's an irrelevant fucking drug addict who fucking she's gonna die anyway, probably. So who gives a fuck? I'm gonna say it. Fuck George Floyd. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck about George Floyd. Okay, he doesn't affect me as a black man. Okay, I'm never gonna fucking probably end up in fucking jail. Who gives a fuck? So who gives a shit? Fuck him.
You know he's a porn star.
Fuck him.
You know he's a porn star, George Floyd.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about George Floyd. I'll be honest with you. Like as a black man, I don't give a fuck about George Floyd. Oh, he was a black. I don't give a fuck. Ain't gonna happen to me. Like, okay, like don't fuck around and find out, right? I don't know, man. Like, fuck him. Fuck him. And fuck Chauvin too. Honestly, I mean, his actions were also bad too. But I mean, fuck him, dog. I don't give a fuck. It's my fucking show, dog. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
That whole thing broke. Like, I remember seeing it. It was like during 2020 lockdown. And I was quite surprised there wasn't any reaction because I looked at it and I was like, fuck me, that's pretty hardcore. And when the reaction broke, I was quite surprised how long it took. But I mean, when people talk about these social issues, about these particular people, and it kind of does go across as real hypocrisy. Remember I told you about that documentary I saw about Burundi? I know I've spoken about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was this man, and he lived in a hut, and he had 6 children and his wife with them, and one of his children died during childhood because he basically didn't have enough to eat. He starved to death. And if you turn around to one of these liberals and said, "Look, this dude here is black, yeah, he's like 2 years old and he's died of starvation. Do you think he matters more than George Floyd?" They'll look at you like, "God, what a racist statement." I'll be like, "Well, look, the teacher was like a porn star. He was on drugs, yeah. This guy's like 2 years old, and he's like a toddler, yeah, and he's died of starvation. They're both black. Which person really has more value to the world?" And that'll be it. I'm a racist, you know. So, yeah, you know what I mean.
It wasn't about Floyd, but a problem in society with law enforcement. Okay, then fix the problem, but don't burn down my fucking town because some fucking dude died.
And I will say, being a
don't
drug
burn
addict,
the whole fucking town down because he was crying about his mama, and this was his girlfriend, dog. He called his girlfriend mama. Like, come on, fuck out of here, dude. I'm not saying police brutality and law enforcement. Law enforcement fucking sucks, dog. Fuck the pigs too. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Fuck the pigs. Fuck them all. But the reality is that, okay, like this dude was not worth fucking burning down the entire town, burning up the entire country for. It's not worth it at all. At fucking all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the police are always a problem because they're given weapons and they walk around and they can shoot people, and when it hits the court, they get away with it. There's been loads of cases in America of people being shot, and you think to yourself, these people have got a license to kill. And I do agree that the police are in America heavy-handed because it's not always the criminal gets shot. It's sometimes in America you've just got some dude who just pulls up on his car and he gets like 5 bullets put into him. And they are a bit out of control.
They're out of fucking control. I'm never gonna I was thinking I'm not some fucking like conservative fucking black man who's gonna be like, man, there's no police brutality in America, dog, and white people are great and blah blah blah. Like, no, dog. Like a lot of fucked up shit happened in the past for a lot of African Americans. Though COINTELPRO, fucking the burning of fucking Black Wall Street. You can go down the fucking laundry list of fucking shit that African Americans have gone through, and the police brutality needs to be fucking fixed. But like burning up the entire fucking country, seeing white women run around the fucking seeing white women run around the fucking country saying, "Oh my God, you killed him!" Like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Like, fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here, man. It was a complete overreaction, dog. Complete overreaction.
These white people who turned up to this BLM thing. I'm going on a rant now. All right, okay. These white people turned up to this BLM thing. What demographic of white people are they? Are they white people who have to live in the neighborhoods that are getting destroyed by people throwing bricks through windows and burning down buildings and attacking people in the street? Are these white people who live in the suburbs who get bussed in by mummy and daddy, do their little protest and go back to the suburbs, living absolute
Yeah.
luxury?
Like they burn up the black community, and then like I care about black people. No, you don't.
Oh,
you burnt the entire town down, dog. Every single black business in the town is gone. Oh, but I care about them so much, though. Yeah, sure you do.
I help them so much, daddy.
You care about giving black people symbolic measures like adding a black Supreme Court justice, like fucking with that Ketanji Brown Jackson Supreme Court. Like those are all symbolic measures that don't ever actually fix the community.
Yeah. I mean, I did a video recently on white privilege, actually, funny enough, and I made a point. I had a trip from Scotland to London. It was one of the worst times of my life when I travelled from the north of Britain, north of Scotland, right down to London, and I was helped in no place that I went to. I went from about 4 or 5 towns. And then by the time I hit London, I'd basically been rejected by every white person that I'd spoken to try and get accommodation. And then I was basically stuck on the streets for 3 months. And the point I made about white privilege is I said, I'm not trying to make a political voice. I mean, I don't really care, mystery. I've got my own concerns. I'm not trying to win any political debate. I just made a point. I said, these people who talk about white privilege, they tend to be people who are professors, people who are in elite positions, people who are in elite positions.
Isn't that convenient?
You're turning around to people like me, and they're saying I had white privilege when I was on the street for 6 months in London. I'm like,
it's very, very convenient that these people who are in high places of power never seem to want to give up their privilege, though, right? So they'll tell some fucking poor. It's literally this. It's literally a really in some the intelligentsia of society, mostly white people, really, mostly white liberal women and men in those positions of power, who they tell you that you're racist, you're this, you're all that crap, and if you work out, you're a fucking massage or shit like that. They tell you all these things. But notice how they never give up their pieces of fucking pie.
Yes,
they never give up their pieces of the pie. Okay, if white people are in power position, then you're in a power position. Why don't you give it up? Because it doesn't apply to me. I'm different. I'm a liberal white person. I'm special. Okay, fuck you, dude. Fuck you too.
Well, that's the point I made. The point I made in this video, as I said, like during the time when I was going through this poverty-stricken periods, I would have gladly given up. Some white person who was in an elite position would have turned around and said to me, I've got to get rid of my white privilege and I've got to give it to you, my friend, because I realised that you actually haven't got a privilege. I'd have been like, do you know what, bro? You're not a hypocrite. I'll give you that. Can I have your house, please? Your car? And can I have your job? Just hand it over to me. But these types of people, they go, you've got white privilege. And I'm like, hang on a minute. All right. If I've got white privilege and I'm on the streets and I haven't got a job and I haven't got any economic leverage here, all right, and you're the person with this elite position, then you're turning around to people like me and saying I've got it, when in fact you're the one who's got it. Now, I don't think in a way that anybody should not have privilege. I mean, that's the other thing about the whole privilege agenda. Like people, they say, mystery, they go, he was born into privilege and he went to private school and he was given all his opportunities by his parents. That's what you're meant to do. If you know what I mean, if you're rich, you're meant to put your kid in private school. If you're rich,
I mean, that's the reality. That's just like the reality of the world. Something I'm realizing when I have to get older and start looking at people more in a more critical manner, that people just don't like their It's like I truly do believe that society, I kind of believe in the maybe Saffron Pill can kind of come on here and let me know, but like the Hindu belief of the caste system a little bit, like in reality, I think it actually kind of exists. For like it's sort of like a lookism in a way, or like your caste is your face to some extent. Like the caste is your ability to fucking get women is tied to your face and your physique and the way you look. And it effectively puts you into a caste. Like you're stuck where you are, and people don't like their place in society. So like no one wants to be the garbage cleaner, but someone has to do it, right? No one, but everybody wants to be the corporate executive CEO who has all the fucking money and power. But but there's only so many other jobs to go around, so someone has to do the crap job, right? But like no one likes their lot in life at the end of the day, right? No one really does, unless you're fucking born into privilege or something like that. In which case you don't even know what it's like. But yeah, nobody really likes their lot in life. It
really irritates me, the jealousy of these people. Like when you could be born into privilege. Like you could be an Egyptian kid who's born into privilege. Would you expect that? Say, for example, you've got a rich Egyptian couple, yeah, They're part of the upper classes in Egypt, and the kids born into this quote unquote privilege. What are them parents meant to do? Are they meant to stick their kid in a shithole school 10 miles down the road?
Like, the reality that no parent's gonna do that. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's dumb. Like, what parent? My kid's gonna start from a ghetto university. It's like, no, he's not. Your kid's going to fucking Harvard or Yale or some shit like that, dude. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like when you leave school, you know, and you've got the funds. You're gonna pay for him to go to the proper universities. You're gonna give him a nice car. You're gonna give him leverage in society. And people go, he's born into privilege and he had all the advantages in life. Well, yeah, he did, but you know, wouldn't you do it for your children? And if you say you wouldn't do it for your children, then you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
you know?
or you're just fucking lying. You're just fucking lying, dog. You're just lying to yourself. Like you're lying to the person because you want to help virtue. You're virtue signaling, right? Like you're trying to I'm a good person. I would put my kids through stressful environment. No, you fucking wouldn't. Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck you. And honestly, my main response to people who always advocate for giving up their resources or power, they always advocate to people need to give up their car and give up their eating meat. I'm like, okay, but you go first, motherfucker. You first, motherfucker. You go first. Okay? Okay, if you're going to advocate for fucking people eating fucking bugs and shit, you go first, motherfucker. You go first. Oh, wait, you don't want to do it either, right? Fuck you too. I don't know. Fuck all of them, dude. The whole system of elites is a shitty, dude. They're shitty people.
Do you know what I really wish, Mystery? I really wish, because I live in Cuck Island in Britain. I really wish that I had total 100% freedom of speech. Yeah.
yeah. I know what you mean, dude. Yeah. You got to get the fuck out of there, man. It's horrible. I love America, dog, for that shit. I mean, even if it is kind of eroding away slowly, but it's here still. So.
I know. It's amazing that you could actually say.
Yo, Jack. Did you check out the video I sent you about that Russian guy who got his Zambia African waifu?
Oh, bro, I've got to watch that. God, tell me more.
Yeah, no, I watched that whole video. I'm like, fuck, man, this could be you, Jack. Like, legit, this Russian guy found his virgin African waifu. It's a pretty heartwarming story, too, to be honest.
Give it a year, mate. I might do it. You know, I mean, I'll admit this. Now, this is going to make me sound like a total misanthrope, really cynical, and a little bit crazy. But what I've been doing over the last 3 days is I've been going to these support group meetings all around the East London area, and for things like depressive illnesses and stuff and anxiety disorders, trying to see if there's any women there who might be a bit more befitting towards me and stuff, you know, because I do suffer from these mental illnesses. I thought if I join mental health groups, then I'm more likely to meet people who are probably a little bit less susceptible to the whole Chad or oofy doofy or whatever agenda there is that actually pulls the women in. And today I went to a meeting and I sat in the room and there was a couple of prospects. Like I brought my dog in because I thought that was a bit of signaling, you know, and that was a bit of peacocking. And one of these women spoke to me, and it was quite nice, quite nice. Does that make me sound crazy?
Wait, say that again.
I'm basically going to these support group meetings for mental health people to try and find women.
It's not honestly the worst idea. I've heard worse. Fuck it, dude. I mean, do what you got to do.
Yo, so no, it's legit. I can't remember. I think either Face and LMS posted some study that they did at a mental ward, and it turns out 40% of the mental patients were hooking up with the nurses at the institution. That's pretty high success rate, I would say. 40%.
Oh, that's good. You know, I mean, I'm actually have got mental problems. You know, I've got diagnosed mental issues that go back to my mid-teens. But I've just been going to these meetings, and there's a high ratio of women to men. And when I turn up with my dog, it looks more promising. You know, I started talking to them and all that kind of thing. And I think because we've both got mental problems, there's a basic acceptance straight away that you probably wouldn't find if a woman found out you had these issues and you hadn't met her in that type of place. So that's what I've been doing over the last 3 days, just trying to get out there and meet people. You know, maybe my own type of ilk as well. You know, and I'm hoping it works out. But I mean, if there was an issue involved and I was thinking about Geo Maxin, I don't think there's anything wrong with going over to Africa and doing that. You know, I mean, people in the first world, we've got this perception that we're life mogging everybody else. That we're, and in some ways we do because of our technological acumen. But you know, I'm 40 years old next month, and some African dude who's got, he's got a wife and 3 kids, and he lives in a mud hut, and he works as a farmer, and he's 40 years old. Let's be honest, he's life mogging me. Yeah, he's life mogging me in a very real way. He's life mogging me, you know. So, yeah, going over to Africa and geomaxing, what the hell? I don't blame any man for doing that. I don't blame any man for doing that, you know. And some of them are pretty, aren't they? If you go to places like, I think out of African women, I'm digging myself a bit of a hole here, but I'd say the best looking African women are Ethiopian women. Yeah. Secondly, Ugandan. And then third, what would you say, Mystery? What would you say is the hottest African chicks?
Let's see. For the ones that I've dealt with, all the immigrants from fucking Africa.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Let's see. I talked with a Ugandan girl that was really attractive. She looked beautiful. So she was really good. Haven't met an Ethiopian yet, but I heard they're pretty damn good looking.
Yeah.
Nigerians, I've talked to a lot of Nigerians. They're okay. Not the best, but they're okay. I think I met a girl from what was it, Cameroon. She was okay. She looked good, but she was kind of a bitch. But yeah, she was okay. And then who else have I talked to? Someone else from it wasn't Uganda. It was oh god, what country was it? Fuck, I can't. Oh yeah, South Africa. She was okay too. She wasn't that good looking though. She was okay, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to share on my channel as well. I've done a video, friend zoning experiences. I did one about the first friend zoning experience I had at the age of 20. I'm going to build it up to the last one with these Slavic girls. We might actually be able to offer people an exact analysis of the friend zone and how it works, you know. And but look, I haven't actually had much experience with African chicks beyond escort maxing.
Yeah, I find that the girls who come,
dude who travels there.
Yeah, good.
Dude who travels there. You're gonna have some luck, you know. You're gonna have some luck. And the good thing about them is that I know it sounds really cynical and that, you know, and I've got to be careful because of my speech code laws in the UK, Cuck Island. But there is something about a little bit of poverty that adds a bit of salt to the pot. Yeah. And if you've got poverty, then that equals desperation, and desperation equals a sense of gratitude towards men who offer them provisions. So that's another good thing working in the favour. If you can hit the areas that are a little bit more impoverished, perhaps, than other places in the first world. And that's so horrible to say it, and it's misanthropic, but the truth is the truth, man. You're going to get treated by a chick better if she wants something from you, and she look at you as a survival mechanism, right? You know?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You know?
There was a chick from Haiti I also dealt with as well, but she was kind of cuckoo as well, so yeah. Good.
Haiti jeans. Haiti machete jeans.
Haitian, yeah. She was Haitian, yeah. She was really attractive, but she's just fucking crazy. And like, I don't know, like a Jesus fucking freak as well. Like Jesus freak. Like I'm really Christianity. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Christianity, dude. I don't know.
Well, them people, like, they literally massacred the French in 1815. They like literally slaughtered every Frenchman in that region in the early 19th century. They've got some pretty crazy things going on over there, like voodoo and stuff, and witchcraft, and like dark black magic. It's a bit of a strange place. Was she crazy? Like really crazy, Mystery?
A little bit. I don't know. Like she was like I have a rule with dating certain women. I don't date fucking lawyers. I'm not dating a lawyer. Fuck that shit, dog. Lawyers are A, they're paid liars, and B, a lawyer chick. I'm not. No, you're too fucking arrogant. They're way too fucking arrogant. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. So like, I just have a rule. She was a lawyer, or she's in law school. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. Fuck you. I'm sorry. You're gonna be way arrogant. you're gonna be thinking that I'm the hot shit now because I got my fucking bar or something like that. Nah, it's not worth it, dude. So like, she was like, that was more or less her problem, but she also had just like personality issues as well. So yeah.
Was she born in Haiti?
No, that's something I wanted to bring up as well. Where it's like, I find that the chicks who come from the actual country and come here are a lot more, they're better than the women who are like born here. Like, let's say you're a first generation immigrant, like, you're not fresh off the boat, then I think the women who come from the country are actually a lot better than the women who are actually born in America and have been inundated with Western propaganda and shit like that. They're far better. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how long do you think they keep that mentality before they start turning into kind of like the typical feminist that you see in the West? How long do you think like an immigrant into America would last with that?
I would say like 3 months, honestly. Like, you get inundated with so much propaganda here, you'd be fucked anyway. So yeah, that's real, the reality of it.
Well, you reckon 3 months and then they've turned?
Yeah, that's my opinion. I think it could maybe for, depending on the woman, it could be for farther or closer to that point. But I think 3 months, that chick's fucking gone, dude. Yeah, I'm not saying she's gonna like totally fucking like 180 and turn to like a feminist and start like beating you up and shit like that, or telling you're not good enough and shit like that. But like, she's gonna adopt some views that you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You weren't saying that before or last week. What's going on, dog? Like,
yeah. Having that. See, I haven't been thinking about geomaxing recently, because I'm trying to do mental health maxing, in my own country, and I'm not going into the mainstream. I'm going into the mental stream, and I'm trying to find, it's going at the bottom of the barrel, but maybe it yield results. I don't care if a girl's schizophrenic. It doesn't bother me. But the whole geomaxing thing and immigrant maxing, there is something to it. I mean, if you meet a woman and she's living in them types of conditions where she's heavy religious and she's known starvation and all that, you're going to find a better person, and it's such a horrible thing to say, but the more you add to a modern woman, the worse she gets. So it's there's a thing I saw the other day, and it's about this African dude. His name's David Kawa Gaku or something like that. He's from West Kenya, and this dude's got 15 wives. 15 wives, and this dude's like a historical figure in the area. He passes historical knowledge through an oral tradition to different tribes who live around this part of Africa where he lives, and he's got 15 wives, and they all live happily together. They're cooking for him, they're cleaning for him, they're producing his children, and it's like a sort of commune built around their love for him. And this dude's no Chad. He's no bigger Tyrone. He's literally just a skinny little African dude who has a huge amount of historical knowledge that is valued by that society. Yeah, and I mean, that's what you want. I know it sounds really cynical, but that's what you want. You want 15 wives who and all right. But the thing is,
I'll make your own little fucking village, basically, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, they're not driving around in sports cars, Mister.
Yeah.
Right? They're wearing hand-me-down clothes, and he provides them with a loaf of bread a day. That's it. They don't get any more. They're living on the bread line, literally. And they're hanging on his every word and, meeting every single need of his. That's how it should be for a man. We should be in abundance of prime, young-ish, 22 and above, subservient, obedient concubines. I mean, that's what a man's life should be. And I mean, this guy's living the dream. And, we're like in this situation where we're going to mental hospitals to try and find chicks. You know what I mean? Who's life mogging who? You know what I'm saying?
It depends on your view of life, I suppose. But the reality of, I think that anybody who says anything other than like, I think Saint Humudi was right. The point is to like breed, reproduce, and pass on your fucking genes and pass on your fucking shit to the kid, right? Like, if you ain't doing that, like, at the end of the day, like, what are you really working for at the end of the day, right? Like, what do you wake up in the morning for? Like, if you're just I guess if you're happy being single and stuff like that, that's fine. But like, I get it. Like, you want to make money and stuff like that, and you want to do your own thing. But like, man, what are you really doing it for, though? Like, what's your end goal? Like, what's the end result?
Well, yeah. Well, the fourth part of my Friend Zone series, I'm going to stretch it out quite a bit and make some of the parts into several different videos. it's a very sad ending because one of the women that friend zoned me pretty much has an ending which is a result of Western sort of culture, and there is something sad about it. I mean, people look at all right, put it this way, okay, who really is of more benefit? You've got some white Stacy, like the archetype of evolution, blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh yeah, she's lovely. Yeah, she's got the great body at 22 years old, and every guy in the world wants to, sail into her various orifices. And
her peace sleeve, right? We'll use the peace sleeve term from
okay,
Coach Greg Adams, yeah.
Yeah, right, peace sleeve, yeah, right. Every guy wants to do her. And then she gets to the age of 36 and she's spent the last 16 years just working a corporate job, and then she gets to the age of 38 and she's childless. Her looks now fading. And
yeah, she's also a genetic dead end as well. She could have the best fucking genes in the fucking world, but if you're not gonna fucking use them to actually fucking have kids, then fuck it, dog.
Exactly. And then you got some chick in some African village, and she's got 13 kids, and she's part of a harem, and she's sitting around, making bread cakes all morning and stuff, and she's like, that person in a very real sense has succeeded, and and that blonde Stacey girl, she's a total genetic failure. She's a fucking failure. You know what I mean? And it's like, and getting that message out to people is like, I mean, I'm not being despairing about it, but it's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon, but like the reality of what I'm seeing with like women nowadays is like I'm like they're so short-sighted. It's like, oh, I want the Chad today, or I want to travel today, but it's like I'm like, are you thinking about your retirement at all? Do you save any money at all? Do you do anything at all to prepare for the future? Do you even think about the future? No, they always think about the here and now, and who's their Chad or something like that. Like, okay, are you thinking about anything beyond today or maybe tomorrow? Like, what are you gonna do when you're like, people don't realize this is going to apply to incels, or a lot of men, not even just incel, but a lot of men in the future as well, where it's like, what are you going to do when you're 80 years old or 70 years old? I mean, not 80, but 70 or 60, when your body starts to fucking break down, dog, and you need someone to take you to the fucking hospital or take you to a doctor appointment or something like that. What are you going to do? Who's gonna take care of you, dog? Like, I suppose like you just fucking take out the Smith & Wesson and blow your brains out, but yeah, that's not a solution. That's not a solution for everybody. Not everybody had the guts to do it. So
mystery, you know what? Take care of these childless old ladies when they get to 80. It will be their memories of their great life when they were younger.
because the problem is that with the fertility crisis, with the not even fertility crisis, with the birth crisis, really, like the reality is that like you're not gonna have the fucking tax base to charge all these people to pay for these old women and men who are going to be stuck in retirement homes and something like that, where they literally can't take care of themselves. What are you going to do? Like, do you really think there's going to be a social security when like you don't have a fucking tax base big enough to support a big population? No, of course fucking not, dog. It's over.
I mean that's why I said in my video, welfare queens are the only viable option. People knock them. People knock these women. They say that they're losers and they're no good and that they've got nothing going for them. They haven't got this great life because they sit around on welfare producing babies. And I'm like, that's what you're meant to do. Yeah? That's what you're meant to do. They're just basically taking advantage of logical structures, which is welfare, and then doing what nature intended, which is to produce more and more children. That is what women are meant to do. Yeah? And the point I made in this video is that these are the only viable dating options for us during 2023, because they're the only ones who actually think in a normal way, And it's pretty sad that the women in the world who are the most hated are actually the most sensible, intelligent, and most adaptive. Yeah? And that's the inversion of the world. Yeah, I'm going to say it, mystery. All right? And it sounds crazy. I think that welfare queens are probably are superior to any woman who's in the celebrity world right now.
Man, I don't know, man. Dude, you got some crazy theories, man. But I felt like having you on, so fuck it. We'll go with it. I don't know, man. He said, "We're going to universal income." What's that? Huh? What'd you say, Jack?
All right, see you later, my friend.
Oh, you're getting out of here, buddy? All right, man. I'll see you next time, buddy.
It's a bit late.
See you later.
See you, mate.
All right, man. See ya. Saffron, buddy, you got any last words, my dude?
Yep, we'll take up that caste system maybe in the next stream. It's a interesting topic.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting topic because, like, the reality is that you're born with a certain set of genes. You can't truly change those. Obviously, those genes get shaped by the environment, so like your genotype shows up in the environment, so you end up the way you end up. And it's like, okay, but like, if you take a deterministic view of the world, then you end up where you end up anyway. Like, you're gonna end up where you end up to begin with. So it's like, it really is just like you're on a track of life, and you're just gonna end up where you end up, right? So it's like it's effectively a caste. Like, if you happen to make it higher up on the totem pole, well, you're gonna make it there anyway.
Yeah, so the whole point of Hindu caste system is first of all, the economics is not bind to your caste, so you can be
Yeah,
as rich as you want being in a caste. So caste is basically duty driven kind of a division. So
yeah. It's I guess my definition of or version of caste would be like, it's a little bit different than I guess the Hindu version of caste. But I just like the idea. The caste system to me is like, okay, that makes some sense if you think about it from like, you're born into this world, you live your life, and then like you end up in a certain position in life at a certain point, and it's like, well, you're gonna go there anyway. So it's almost like you're destined, not destined. It sounds like that sounds really fucking like loaded, I suppose, but like you're gonna end up there anyway. So it's like, yeah, it's like you just ended up there, and it's like I'm at the top, you're at the bottom, and like someone has to fill into the bottom ranks of society. Someone will fill in the middle, and the reality of that not everyone can be at the top, so someone has to take the top portion. So like, yeah, it just kind of sucks. Like that's the way the system works, right?
yeah, the reality of world is as you see sun rising in the morning, as you see moon in the night, as you see water in the ocean, so is the hierarchy of the society. So in the Western world, you see there's a lot of perceived notion that there's no caste, we are all equal, but that's not the reality. In
Yeah,
all of the Europe and pretty much all of the other countries apart from USA, where many people still say that USA is still a crypto kind of a colony of Britain in a largest way. So you see, entire world is ruled by kings even till now. Even today, you have bloodlines from kings still in power.
yep,
Maybe ceremonial, maybe anything, but they are still there in Japan, England, Netherlands, and all these places. Even France has bloodlines. So they have just masked themselves and hidden themselves from society, but they do exist. And the thing is, for the Hindu division, it's for reduction of unemployment, because if you allow everyone to do everything, there has to be unemployment in certain sector. Unemployment leads to chaos in society, that leads to rioting and
yeah,
anarchy as a whole. So that's the whole. And second point is binding hypergamy. So if you really analyze, Hindu traditions are really based as anything. The modern Indian society that you see, it's a very secular and a very Western driven society. So you don't see full practice a lot of things maybe now. But in Hindu, we have like women should literally worship her husband like he's a god, because he's providing and saving her and everything. Then you have division of labor. You are born into certain, you can do certain things. Finance is not restricted, you can earn as much, like if you are selling pottery, you can sell as much pottery as you want, earn as much as you want. If you are washing, cleaning something, you can earn as much as you want from that service. Even in the West, you have blue collar jobs that people are making millions out of it.
yeah. That's true.
And apart from that, these are misconception which people don't realize, and kind of whitewash everything, and that Hindus are very backward and everything. So that's the whole point people don't realize. So how do you cap hypergamy? So you don't allow intercaste marriage, that's one of the major things. So you're allowed to marry in your own caste. Then you have in caste, you have different bloodlines to prevent genetic diseases. Like you cannot marry into your own cousins and own bloodlines and own hierarchy of a sort. So you don't have any genetic ambiguity. So those kind of things are there. So binding hypergamy is also one of the reasons. So more you realize, more you understand why those things were in place. And Hindu society is one of the last surviving really ancient society of the world. If you see, even Chinese are not authentically ancient Chinese in their practices and culture. Only Hindu society is the last remaining ancient civilization, where we have our architecture maybe ruined little bit, but we have evidence of that. We have our texts, we have our scientific discoveries, we have our medical systems, and everything still pretty much intact. although through many invasions and destructions and wars over the ages. So that's the whole point of caste system, is to prevent, because you need fighter class, you need priestly class, you need worker class, you need business class, all those things.
Yeah.
So in world, recently what happened, Japanese princess had to give her royal title because she married a commoner.
Oh yeah, that did happen. You're right. Yeah.
And same thing is happening to this Prince Harry, I think, in
Yeah.
Britain. So that's the whole point. So they are basically outcasting because they married out of caste, right? That's the whole point. So that's the thing. We pretend there's no caste, but there's always a hierarchical system.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is like this hierarchy is gonna exist anyway. So why the fuck why are we trying to fight against it? Like this is one of my main problem with the left is that like they don't agree with like hierarchy. No, that's a social construct. Okay, but why does it always arise in every single civilization ever? Why does it keep arising? Oh, because like it can't be because like it's not it's a coastal income. This is bullshit. This is stupid. This is a dumb idea either way. But yeah. Yeah, they're just stupid like that. Like if a hierarchy keeps appearing everywhere you see it, then obviously it must be a part of nature somewhere. So
Yes, that's the whole point. And if you divide people and force them into certain structure, you achieve marbles. If you see the architecture of India, most of the time it is not discussed. But if you see the structures made out of rock, as if rocks were melted into a plastic mold, fine artery, potteries, and everything. So remarkable things we could be produced. And by economics, you can say it's not a very rich country as of now. But you have to see 200 to if you go back 800 years, India was the richest country in the world with more than 35% of the GDP of the world share. So 800 years in terms of history is not that much a long, if you see. And if that civilization survived, and people used to have 6 stories, 7 stories building back in the days, 800 900 years back, they used to have drainage system, everything. So if you maintain such a high level of living conditions in that kind of a hierarchical structure, you see that there's some merit to it. It's not like it's all hocus pocus, it's just a rudimentary concept and stuff like that. Many people will not want to understand this and share this, but that's the reality of this world.
all right, man. Well, I gotta get going, so I'll let you go. So thanks
So
for being
man,
on, man.
we'll catch up next time. Thanks
All
for
right,
the
man.
stream, and
No
keep
problem, dude.
stacking your money. Take care.
All right, man. See ya. All right, buddy boys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I was kind of on a roll today. I'm not gonna, I hate to, pat myself on the back, but I think I did pretty good today. Honestly, right, guys? I don't know. Let's do a poll. Did you guys enjoy the stream? Start a poll. Did you enjoy the stream? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and all that shit like that. And yeah, dude, this was a fun stream. Hope you guys enjoyed Wednesday night WINcel, an episode whatever. Yeah, SNC episode 14 of season 2 is gonna be at 4:00 this Sunday. Come join the stream. Be part of the stream. Be part of the chat. Either way, my dudes. We guys enjoyed the stream. Peace out, my dudes. See you guys on Sunday. And cheers.